I'm Austin.
I'm Diana.
And this is the Husband and Knife podcast, where we discuss horror classics, new releases, and pretty much whatever we want. Today we're going to be playing horror fantasy football in honor of the football season starting in just a few days from the time this is posted. Fantasy football. And I'll explain how it goes. So, we have a bunch of horror characters that we each came up with.
15 with some overlap.
Yeah, there was some overlap, so we just added them anyway. But we wrote them down on paper, and then we folded the paper and we put them all in a hat. So we're going to one by one draw names, and when we pick them, we have to pick a position for them to play on our fantasy football team.
Yes.
And so our teams have one quarterback, two running backs, two wide receivers, a tight end, a defense special teams, which is just one player we're going to pick for defense. Like, we're going to say they're playing on defense. Doesn't really matter what position on defense. And then a kicker.
Right. And this is how normal, fantasy football is played, right?
Yeah, these are the normal positions. And then there's a little bit more to it, but this...
We're just keeping it simple today.
Yeah, we're just keeping it a little simple. And then everyone left over, we're gonna pick for our bench. So We're going to talk about them and pick a position for them. But I think we can just pick whatever position we want for them. We'll just say what
we'll figure it out.
When we get there.
We chose characters that... We chose some deliberately, people who would be good... characters who would be good on a football team, and then characters who would be, horrible on a football team. And some of them are going to be well-known, and some of them are going to be a little bit more obscure, so...
And they're not all humans.
They're not all humans. But, do you want to start off with, what our team names are?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start?
Yeah.
So, my team, we're going to be called the Crystal Lake Bagheads, and that's a reference to Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Part 2, I think.
Yeah, and then my team is that we're the Haddonfield Hack and Slashers,
which is a great reference to Halloween and Michael Myers. So when we draw the names, do we assign them right away, to whatever position, or do we go down the list?
Okay, so when we draw them, say I draw Michael Myers, I have to pick which position he is. And once I fill a position, if I choose Michael Myers to be my quarterback, but then I draw Freddy Krueger and I'm like, well, I'd rather have him as my quarterback, I can't do that. Except once per game, we can take a player we've put in one position and swap it for the new person we picked, but then we immediately have to pick the original player and give them a new position.
Okay.
So, if you say...
So we can't kick them out of the team. They have to be on the team somehow.
Yes.
Okay.
So say you had Michael Myers
I've never done fantasy football before.
Well, this isn't exactly how fantasy football works, because every player has an actual position. But, so, say you have Michael Myers as your quarterback, and you draw Jason, and you're like, I'd rather have him as quarterback. You can... And only once you can say, okay, I'm going to switch Michael Myers to a running back, and then Jason can become your quarterback.
Can we trade with each other?
No, we're not going to.
You don't want to trade with each other? Okay.
We're not going to get that deep into it. But awesome. We're going to do a snake draft. So it'll be me, you, me, you.
Okay, just tell me when to go.
Really, yeah. So we're going to do it we're actually picking fantasy football. Okay. And then at the end, we'll try and compare teams a little bit. Okay. I will draw first.
Wait, let me shake the hat.
All right.
ASMR, okay.
All right. So my first player on my team, I got... Sang-Hwa, the buff dude from Train to Busan. So that's a good pick, I think.
That is a great pick. In the movie, he's the brawler.
Yeah.
And he fights the zombies with his bare fists. So I think you have a fantastic first pick.
Yeah. The problem, if there was offensive lineman, he would definitely be that. See, he'd be good at defense because he's strong and he can probably hit people really hard. But
do you want to give that
Yeah, I know.
away
There's
right
a lot
away?
of good people in here for defense. I
I think he would be a good tight end.
that's what I'm
but-
thinking. I'm thinking he might be a tight end just because he's big. And that's really the only position that size is really that important.
Okay.
So I think this is kind of an easy one
All right.
for me.
So Sang Hua for tight end on the Haddonfield Hack and Slashers.
Yep. All right.
And then we do like the Roger Goodell
the Roger Goodell hug.
What's the song in the NFL draft?
Do 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 do.
I'll edit it. Okay. Okay, I have Grace Ledomas, who is the main character from Ready or Not.
Okay.
Okay, so she's resourceful, stealthy.
Two things that have nothing to do with football.
They have nothing to do with football, but I think she would be good. She might be a really good running back for me because she runs away from the entire family in Ready or Not. So
She's elusive.
she's elusive, yeah. And this is also like recommendations of movies you should watch if you haven't watched these yet. You should watch Ready or Not, but
Yeah, that's one of your favorites.
I think I am gonna go ahead and that's an easy one. Put her as like a running back.
All right.
for
So
me.
far,
Yeah.
not too difficult. All right. So now you have another pick.
Okay. Okay, for my next pick, I have Georgie from It.
Georgie from It, and you gotta give him a spot on your team.
Oh God, he is an idiot.
Yeah, well, he follows a clown into a sewer, so that's just not. He's a child, but that's a pretty dumb child.
You know what?
He doesn't seem to be too athletic. He doesn't seem
No,
to
because
be,
he gets eaten by It. Well, his
Yeah,
name's not It.
but
Pennywise.
He doesn't seem to be very fast. He doesn't seem to be very strong.
But he's a kid, and I feel like kids can kick. Like, if they really want to.
Well, when you look at a football team, the kicker usually looks like a kid anyway. Unless they're like 45, they pretty much look like
yeah.
children.
All right, we'll put Georgie from It as my kicker.
Georgie from It is your kicker. So, all right, for the second pick for the Haddonfield Hack and Slashers, we have Tree Gelbman.
Ooh, another one of my favorites.
All right, from Happy Death Day.
So she is the sorority girl.
Yeah, she's not
very athletic.
She's not very athletic. Well, I mean, when she's killing Babyface, she seems pretty athletic in some of
I
them.
guess. She does run herself into a wood chipper. So she could be fast.
Does she ever kick anything in that movie?
My gosh. I can't say I know.
I feel like she... I guess she's kind of quick.
She's super, she can think on her feet. Again, just like Grace, she can think on her feet because of all the different ways she's trying to kill her killer
Yeah.
in Happy Death Day, so...
I think I'm just going to put her in as a running back because she does run.
She does run.
She does some running.
She runs really silly, in her heels. It's awesome.
Well, she won't be in heels on the football field.
You never know.
All right, so with my third pick, I have Ben from Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, okay, he's awesome.
I think I know what I want him to be. He was a very good leader, and he did everything.
And he's tall.
He's tall too. I think I'm gonna make him my quarterback
Interesting.
because the quarterback's got to be the leader. And honestly, he was the only one that did anything.
Yeah, in Night of the Living Dead.
He was really the whole team.
Yeah, he had his head screwed on the whole time under times of pressure.
And that's what a quarterback
And that's
needs
what a
to do.
quarterback needs to do.
So Ben from Night of the Living Dead is my...
I'm a little bit, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit intimidated by your team.
Yeah, let me go over my team. So I have Ben at quarterback, Tree as a running back, and Sang-Hwa as a tight end.
Yeah, your tight end is terrifying.
So I've got a pretty solid team so far, I
Yeah.
think.
All right. Oh my God. I'm happy I got this.
Oh.
I got Alien Queen.
Okay.
I got the xenomorph from Alien. She's just she will not let anything get in her way.
So, what position?
I feel like she would be amazing at defense. She could just eat your players.
Yeah, probably. So you're going to put the xenomorph as your defender?
But she's fast. She's very smart.
Okay, that's all.
And fast.
Those are all good qualities for defense.
Should I be chaotic and put the alien queen as my quarterback?
I don't think so.
Why?
Well, maybe.
Why?
What's a xenomorph's hand look like?
It's like a hand. Like, she specifically jump scares someone. She's like this. Like, she.
Do they have thumbs?
I'm pretty sure she has she has thumbs, I'm guessing.
Okay,
but they're like claws, you know?
That'd be hard to hold a football with
But
claws.
I think that if she just put her whole strength and willpower in.
But it's also about accuracy.
I'm just gonna.
And do you think a xenomorph
Could decide.
could lead a team? Would you let? I mean, I'd listen to one.
Yeah, she could scare my players into submission.
So do you want to go with a quarterback already?
Okay, when you say already, I'm like...
Well, I'm just thinking, there's probably some people in here.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to put her as my defense.
As your defense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like alien
I feel like it would have been...
creatures are probably good for defense. Anything that can murder you is probably pretty good for defense.
Well,
I mean, it's horror, so lots of things in this hat can murder you.
This is football to the death.
But, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. For my next pick... Patrick Bateman, quarterback. Patrick Bateman from American Psycho is 100% my quarterback.
You want him as your quarterback?
Yes, I do. He's smart.
Okay, but a quarterback has to be confident.
He's pretty confident.
He is not confident. He is constantly trying to compare himself to other people because he doesn't think he's good enough.
But I feel like it's going to push him. He's going to compare himself to Ben, your quarterback. And he's going to be better.
All right.
That, hands down. Well, actually, you're already writing it down. I totally forgot the other characters that were in this that could have been a better quarterback. But
you do have your one switch.
I do have my one switch, but for now, I would love Patrick Bateman to be my quarterback.
All right. So currently the Crystal Lake Bagheads have Patrick Bateman at quarterback, Grace at running back, a xenomorph on defense, and Georgie as a kicker.
Yeah. I think Patrick would be really good at quarterback. He's strong and athletic and, decisive, I think.
Yeah. Maybe he's not all right mentally.
He's not all right mentally at all.
You have your switch.
He might literally be hallucinating the entire football game.
Well, let's see who the Henfield Hack and Slashers get with their next couple picks. Oh, I grabbed two.
Did you rip it in half?
No.
Okay.
I got Chucky. I got Chucky.
Charles Lee Ray.
No, this is specifically Chucky.
Little
in the
Chucky.
doll body.
Chucky.
Chucky is not very fast.
Or big.
Or strong.
No. He might have man strength.
He's got some man strength in him. I think I'm going to do what you did and take my short person and just throw him in as the kicker.
That ball's not going to go anywhere.
You picked Georgie as your kicker. He's got rain boots.
Dude, those rain boots are made for kicking. And that's just what they'll do.
I feel like if Chucky put his mind to it, he could kick the shit out of anything.
It would go a foot, but okay.
He did some pretty impossible things. I
guess he did.
I don't think kicking a football is impossible for Chucky. If you think, what can't Chucky do?
Yeah.
I don't think kicking a football is going to be that big of an issue. So I'm
going to put him as your kicker.
Chucky is my kicker. All right. We have the Invisible Man.
Oh, God. From the movie.
Invisible Man. From the movie The Invisible Man.
The modern one, right?
Yeah, that's the only one I've seen.
Yeah.
So I feel like he'd be good as a wide receiver. Wait, no,
he wouldn't. You wouldn't see him.
I think a running back, because the quarterback could just hold the ball out, and then he'll just walk up and grab it. But everyone can see the ball. But he could be holding it out in front of him, so they go for that. But then he's not there.
But then they knock in his arms anyway.
He can have.
But he does have an advantage being invisible. I understand. That's a good play.
See, this is a kind of it's hard to tackle him and hard to see him.
Hard to throw it.
But it's hard to find him if he's on your team.
Yeah, he has to be directly behind you.
So I think I have no choice but to put him at running back.
Yeah, running back, it would be funny.
So far, the Haddonfield Hack and Slashers have Ben at quarterback, Tree and the Invisible Man as the running backs, Sang-Hwa as tight end, and Chucky as the kicker.
I'd say that's a solid team.
Well, I pass it over to the Crystal Lake Bagheads for 2 picks.
Okay, so for 2 picks to add onto my team. The very first one is, oh my god, I got Pop Pop from The Visit.
Pop Pop from The Visit. Okay.
Pop Pop from The Visit. He's going to use his poopy diapers.
Is he the one that crawls?
No, that's Grandma. That's Nana. That's why I was like, why didn't anyone... I thought you were going to put Nana down from The Visit. So then I would have been like...
We just think this movie's funny.
We think this movie is hilarious.
Mostly
it's kind of scary, though.
Mostly Pop Pop's poopy diaper.
Pop Pop's poopy diapers.
You have a problem with germs, don't you?
So he could. He's going to be shitting himself on the field.
Well,
he's incontinent.
He's incontinent and he can't move well.
No. So, I mean, how many times am I going to have someone run the ball for me and not have it be great?
Well, so what I almost said family football. What fantasy football is, they're not, like, this wouldn't be, like, the one team, I guess. This would be, like, they're playing in the NFL and they accumulate stats just playing and we get points.
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
It's not like, so technically Patrick Bateman isn't handing the ball off to Grace.
Oh, damn, that's not as fun.
It's, well, so do you want to just say this is a team?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Then we'll just, yeah. So it's not really fantasy football as much as it is just a football team, kind of.
Yeah, but
So
it's fantasy because it's my fantasy.
It's kind of, yeah. It's a fantasy. Okay, so.
Okay, so he has that pile of poopy diapers in the barn.
But he doesn't have that on a football field.
But he doesn't.
He has to produce them throughout the game.
And what if he like has poopy hands when you try to give him the ball?
Oh. But his whole character is not
I feel
just
like it'd
poop.
be funny to make him. I feel like it'd be funny to make him the tight end. I don't know.
Because of a butt joke. A butt joke. You want to put him at tight end?
No, because we would lose. I'm gonna put him as my running back. Yeah, he'll just be my running back.
Okay, so Pop.
He and Grace can.
And also, since we're gonna be picking bench players, should we be able to put a bench player in and then swap a player in out one time? Should that be allowed for that?
Yeah.
Okay, so if once your roster is filled, you want to put Pop on the bench, you can.
Sorry, Pop.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
But you got to pick one more.
All right, one more for my team. Okay, Candyman. Ooh.
Candyman is tall.
Candyman is a tall guy. I think right away. Shit, he can't catch anything. He's got a hook.
He's got a hook, and the only 3 spots you have left revolve around catching.
Well, if he pierces it with his hook hand, the football.
You know, I was thinking about this today, actually, when I was like, what happens? What's the rule in the NFL if the ball gets popped in the middle of a play?
I don't know.
Like, if it gets just because there was Deflategate with Tom Brady. The ball has to have a certain amount of air. Like, there has to be a certain level of air.
So, anyway.
So I'm just thinking, if, like, Handyman catches a ball on his hook, he's not fumbling.
No, he's not.
He's not fumbling.
But does he get disqualified?
That, you see, I meant to look up the rule for this exact situation, but I didn't.
You can still do it.
Nah, we'll just say whatever. Popping in the ball is illegal.
Popping of the ball is illegal. Okay.
Not illegal, is legal, I meant.
Allowed. Okay. So then, in that case, I'm just going to say he'll be my wide receiver.
All right. Candyman at wide receiver. So currently, your team, the Crystal Lake Bagheads.
He'll, like, literally, he'll conjure up some bees. I forgot that we can totally use, their special powers. Yeah. I guess he's the only one that has special powers on my team so far.
Really? Like, one of the few that we've had so far.
Yeah, so anyway, he's going to throw a bunch of bees at your players, so you better watch out.
Yeah, that'll help him get open.
Yeah.
So currently, the Crystal Lake Bagheads have Patrick Bateman at quarterback.
He's gonna give Chucky candy, and he's gonna make him eat the candy with the razor blades. Chucky's out.
But Chucky, in the Chucky show, Chucky does that too.
Yeah, he's kind of messed up.
I don't even want to know what Chucky's gonna be doing during the game. He'll get bored and kill somebody.
He probably will.
So you have Patrick at quarterback, Grace and Pop Pop at running back, Candyman at wide receiver, a Xenomorph on defense, and...
Not just a Xenomorph. The Xenomorph from the first movie.
Okay. The Alien Queen on defense, and Georgie as a kicker. And I got...
Judgy.
Now it's my turn to make a couple picks. All right. I got Annie from Hereditary.
Oh my god. Toni Collette.
What would she be good at?
She's... Okay, do you want her pre-possession, where she's, like, unhinged, but, like, still normal and thinking? Or do you want her post-possession, where she's, like, floating and crawling on the frickin' ceiling? Because I feel like she's stronger. But she, like, levitates. She levitates in that movie.
That might be good for a wide receiver.
It would be great.
If the quarterback just throws it high enough, you can't tackle it. Like, in football, to get tackled, you have to have a knee or an elbow, like, hit the ground. And if she just doesn't hit the ground...
Yeah. And no one wants to hit a mom.
Yeah. I mean, well, the Xenomorph might not care.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she's my wide receiver.
She might get, like, kind of triggered by the football, though, because it might look a little bit like her kid's head.
Oh, yeah.
If you've never seen Hereditary.
The decapitated kid's head.
Yeah. So she might get a little triggered, but I think she'll be fine. She'll be fine. She'll pull it together for this.
Well, I accidentally peeked a little at my next one. I got Godzilla.
Oh, my God.
So right away, I'm just going to say Godzilla's on defense for me. Try and get... What is he... So you were saying you want him to be like human-sized Godzilla.
Yeah. Not like human-sized, but like not the giant Godzilla. Yeah. But maybe he could be like Shaq-sized or something.
Yeah, that's still pretty... Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And while Godzilla may not be the quickest, that nuclear breath...
Yeah.
You're going down
it's
from that.
Heat ray.
Heat ray, whatever it is.
It's not just his hot breath.
I don't know that much about Godzilla. So yeah, Godzilla's hot breath.
He's got tiny arms, though. Does it matter?
You don't really need arms when you vaporize somebody.
Oh, I guess.
He's got range on that.
Range.
So he's got a ranged heat breath. So right now the Haddonfield Hack and Slashers have Ben at quarterback, Tree and the Invisible Man at running back, Annie at wide receiver, Sang-Hwa at tight end, Godzilla on defense, and Chucky as a kicker.
My next.
There's still another small person in here.
There's a couple small people. I just picked one of those small people. I got the Billy puppet from Saw.
Oh, okay. So
on a bike.
What can Billy do?
Billy cannot do anything.
You got a couple people.
I got the tiniest team ever.
Yeah, you have no size on. I mean, you got the Xenomorph and Candyman. Patrick's pretty tall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and put Billy as a wide receiver.
Remember, you still
there's nowhere else I can put him right now.
You still do have your switch, so you'll be able to switch. But then you also
there's no one to switch.
You're either gonna have Pop Pop or Billy in your starting lineup.
Yeah. It'll be fine. I'm going to keep Pop Pop no matter what. I love Pop Pop.
All right. So you got one more right here.
All right. Okay. For my final position.
On your starting line.
starting line, I choose... This is a long one. Oh, hell yeah. Madison under the control of Gabriel from Malignant.
Okay, so...
Shoot, she would have been a good wide receiver.
She's got to be backwards the whole time. She's going to be backwards.
I feel like that would be...
Wait, I don't remember. Do her arms, like, break towards the front of her body?
No. Oh, no, they're towards the back.
So they're still towards
the back of her head that Gabriel's on, so she goes like this.
Yes, but does that restrict her range of motion a little bit?
I bet it does.
And her feet are backwards?
And her feet are back. Yeah. She's going to be one messed up.
Well, the only spot you have is tight end, but I'll also say you can put her on your bench.
No, I want her out there because she's athletic.
So
like parkours. So I think I'm comfortable with her being on my as my tight end.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Okay, so now we're picking your last position.
My last position, I have a one wide receiver, but I'll say I can also put this person on the bench because I gave you that option.
Yeah.
If that's fair.
That's fine. Yeah, that's okay.
All right. We got Jennifer from Phenomena.
Oh, okay. She's gonna be used. She's got bug powers. My person has bug powers.
We each got bug power, and Candyman just has like bees. Jennifer can control any bug.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know how that really plays into football.
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
decoys.
She could call in like some bugs, but I mean they gotta walk there still.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
Or fly
and it's
there.
A whole football field.
Yeah, so
we can just say she can conjure them up like Candyman.
Yeah.
For the sake of fairness.
Do I want to put her as a starting wide receiver though, or?
She's a little girl.
Yeah, I don't remember how old she was.
She's like
13,
14.
Yeah. I'm going to put her on the bench, but I have to give her a position.
Okay.
So she has to have a position. I'll say she's a backup running back. I don't know.
All right.
All right, I got one more pick. All right, I got Cindy from Scary Movie.
Oh my God, she's also kind of horrible.
Yeah. So.
Okay, let's see. She can do absolutely nothing that would help you.
So, should I be able to put her on my bench, or should I be I think I should have
you should be forced
to put her as a wide receiver, but I still have a switch.
You can switch her, yeah.
But I guess Cindy...
She sucks.
She sucks.
No, but she does have a glass eye from a bar fight.
Okay.
And there was a scene where she, like, was pretending to be, like, $1 Million Baby and, like, a boxer, like a lady boxer. So she's probably strong. I'd say she's pretty strong.
Okay, well, I don't know how the glass eye...
she's got that weird girl strength.
I feel like the glass eye only hinders her more.
That's true.
Because it makes her vision worse.
I was going to say, but she won a bar fight. Well, actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Would you have won a bar fight if you lost an eye?
So she's going to be just that wide receiver for now.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to bet that's not going to last very long.
Aw, poor Cindy.
Poor Cindy. So, the Haddonfield Hack and Slashers currently have Ben at quarterback, Tree and the Invisible Man at running back, Annie and Cindy at wide receiver,
You got a lot of girls on it.
I don't got good wide receivers. Sang-Hwa at tight end. That's still a good pick.
That's still awesome.
Godzilla on defense, so we don't really have to score much. And Chucky at kicker with Jennifer from Phenomena on the bench.
All right, so we're starting our bench. So how should we?
So, yeah, from now on, you're either going to have to put them on the bench, but we still each have a switch onto the starting lineup.
For my bench, oh my God, I got the Get Out running guy.
Oh, the Get Out running guy.
you know the meme of the guy running.
Yeah.
And Get Out. Damn. Okay, I put him on my bench.
Or you could swap out a player. Do you want? I know we both wanted him.
We both wanted him.
When we thought of this idea, the first person we thought of both was this guy as a running back.
Yeah.
So,
who do I have?
So if you want to put him at running back, you have to replace Grace or Pop Pop.
Shoot. Grace has been through a lot. I really just want Pop-Pop on my team.
Well, he'll be on your bench, so he can play a little bit. He just won't be on your starting lineup.
I guess I'm going to put Pop-Pop on my bench.
All right, so that's your only switch. Everyone else you pick is going to be a bench player, but we're just going to talk about it.
Okay, well, I want this one anyway. I want running guy from Get Out.
All right, so Pop-Pop moves to the bench, and Get Out... Did he have a name?
He was like the grandfather, but I don't remember his name. He was like the groundskeeper.
Yeah, we probably should have looked that up. we knew he was in. We probably should have looked that up.
Yeah, but he's Get Out.
Everyone knows who he is. The guy who.
Sorry about last night.
What?
My exercise. I didn't mean to scare you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, pick another one.
All right.
This player has to be on your bench. You know what? For fun, you can put him into your starting lineup just because we have more left than I thought.
Oh, okay. Tiny hand guy from Scary Movie. The tiny hand butler guy.
Yeah.
He like puts his tiny hand in your pie.
Yeah, and the mashed potatoes.
And put him in the mashed potatoes and stuffs the turkey with it.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, take my hand. Ah, come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No, give me your other hand.
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No, get it away from me.
Take it.
I think he would be a great...
Were both of his hands tiny, or was it just one?
Just one.
Just one.
I feel like he would be a great running back.
So you're going to put him on your bench?
Because no one would want to touch the ball after he touched it.
He is really gross. All right, so I got the monsters from A Quiet Place.
The game? You couldn't even play the game.
So the thing is, I thought of this one, hoping I would pick it and have them on my defense. Because whenever the offense... Because if you're on defense with these monsters, you're never going to make a sound. You're just going to stand there silently. The offense cannot physically do anything without making a sound. Because the football itself makes a sound.
Yeah.
Catching the football, catching the snap.
You'd have to be really fast to get away from them.
Yeah. And you wouldn't be able to pick a play. So the offense would...
Yeah. That's an OP character.
That's really... And I already have Godzilla on defense.
Huh.
And
You could do a switch.
Well, if I put the monster in any other position, it'll just kill my team.
Yeah.
So I think the monster has to be on the bench.
Oh god, we gotta put like noise-canceling headphones on the monsters.
But I'm gonna make it a defender.
Okay.
So if Godzilla gets a little tired or needs to recharge that heat breath...
We don't need to nuke him.
Yeah, we call in the monsters from... Do they have a name or are they just...
They're just like alien things. I almost want to say Demogorgon, but that's Stranger Things. So.
All right. Okay. Leatherface.
Tight end for sure.
Yeah.
That would be my tight end, but
I want Leatherface to... I have my switch.
is he wielding his chainsaw?
So you'll be picking 2, I'll be picking 2, then you'll be picking 1.
Okay.
So I have 2 more picks after this one to make a switch. But I don't think he has to have the chainsaw.
Okay.
It's Leatherface. The chainsaw's on the bench for if Leatherface wants to use it.
Okay.
So Leatherface doesn't have to.
He's gonna be like really sad though, and just like missing his family and.
Well, they're in the stands watching. They're really I think they'd be.
He's gonna
they would not be supportive of his career.
No, they wouldn't be. They just want him to like kill people so they could eat. So he's probably gonna try to kill your football team.
Yeah, but he would probably try to kill your. I think I might.
Oh yeah, mine. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna leave him on the bench.
Aww.
But that might hurt his feeling. Oh, I feel bad for Leatherface. But he's also a liability.
Yeah.
And we'll just have the monsters. He'll probably just get killed on the sidelines by the monster from A Quiet Place.
Yeah, if his chainsaw makes a noise.
Yeah, so we're just gonna put it. I'll say he's a bench tight end. Leatherface.
Yeah, because he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Yeah. So Leatherface is my backup tight end. So my team is Ben at quarterback, Tree and the Invisible Man at running back, Annie and Cindy at wide receiver, Sanghua at tight end, Godzilla on defense, and Chucky as a kicker, with Jennifer as a backup running back, the Quiet Place monsters as my backup defenders. Imagine 11 of them. And Leatherface as a backup tight end.
Okay. It's funny that we like all the classic characters we put in this. We're not picking till the end. Like I feel like they're the only ones left.
Yeah, there is.
Like the classic.
We only have 5 left. You
and,
probably got one right here.
I did. I got Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah, we have all of the classic ones are still in there.
I got Freddy Krueger. I think he would be an awesome backup QB. Or would he be a really good kicker?
Well, you have to think. He has the claws on his hand.
They're just gloves. He could take them off.
So you're going to have Freddy Krueger without his signature
His
thing.
sweater is scary enough.
He can move really fast because he doesn't really move through the real world, really. He's not, really, running. He can, be anywhere at any time.
And then in that case, I think I'm going to put him as my wide receiver.
Yeah, as a backup wide receiver?
Yeah.
Because I'll let you do one more switch if you want.
No, I'm going to do a backup wide receiver.
All right, so yeah, because he could just
morph into
the end zone and just chuck it to him.
Yeah. Esther from Orphan.
Oh, you got the last small person, I think.
I got a kiddo again. Okay. Backup kicker,
yeah, the small people.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
She's kind of... I don't really think she can do any other position really that well.
Yeah, I feel like she would be a great kicker.
Yeah. Yeah, she seems like she'd be pretty aggressive.
Yeah, and
just
she's
take
like the kid who would use their feet.
Yeah.
Who would use their legs to get away from you. So, all right.
You still have one more pick in the last, not now, but You'll have the last pick.
Okay.
So your team's not done yet. All right, I have 2 picks left. I got Michael Myers.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm trying to think who was left in this.
I know the last 2.
I don't remember.
I remember the last 2, and I don't want one of them.
Oh.
So, Michael Myers, he's slow. He's tall. He's a
big boy.
He's big. He's not easy to bring down. I mean,
no.
I guess in Halloween Kills, they got him to the ground.
Yeah, but like then
But
he rose
he-
up again.
Yeah.
He's a bulky wall.
Yeah. But he can't
man.
move fast.
No, he's a slow boy, and he's got a mask on. We were talking about how he's got a mask on.
So he wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah.
So I really don't... I think just because of his lack of mobility... I mean, his durability is there. So if someone gets hurt, he can come in, and we know he won't get hurt, too.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say he's a backup he's big, so he'd be hard to bring down. So he'll be a backup wide receiver just because he's kind of tall. All right, my last pick.
Okay. Oh, I hope it's
Okay.
who you don't want.
It's the one I don't want. This is a long paper. I got Barbara from Night of the Living
They're
Dead.
coming to get you, Barbara.
Yeah, so this is Barbara, like, after the zombies.
Have killed her brother.
After they killed her
and
brother.
she's, like, basically immobile.
And she's just like
laying there.
and, like, yells to herself.
And he grabbed me. He grabbed me. And he ripped at me. He held me and he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Yeah.
on the
She's, like,
couch.
in shock.
So this was the one play. So I didn't do any switches. So Barbara. Yeah, she sucks. This is the one I didn't want.
Yeah. She's a skinny little white girl.
So she really can't. She really just can't do anything.
She's afraid. She's a fraidy cat. She'd probably look at everyone and cry.
I'll just make her the backup kicker.
Aww.
That sucks for her. And we'll go over my team after you do your last pick. Okay. So I know who your last person is.
I think I do too, just because.
We just haven't picked them.
Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees.
Perfect for the Crystal Lake
we both got
Bagheads.
I got Michael. You got.
Oh yeah, that's
okay.
awesome.
Took to the last round.
Well, then I think I want him as my QB, just because.
As your backup?
Yeah, as my backup QB, just because I think that would be so cool. And I feel like in my head, he's been the QB for a few years, and I feel like he's the Tom Brady of our little made-up world.
You got a whole backstory for Jason.
I do.
As a quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, our rosters are set, so I will go through them. So my team, the Haddonfield Hack and Slashers, we have Ben as our quarterback. I think that's a great quarterback.
From Night of the Living Dead. Oh, he's with Barbara.
Yeah. So
whenever Barbara freaks out, he can
calm her down.
He can calm her down.
And our running backs are Tree Geldman. Okay, she's okay. I mean,
she's good.
She's quick. She's short, and she's got a low center of gravity, so that's good for a running back.
She's like 5'3".
Yeah, so that's good for a running back. Good balance, I guess. Sure. The Invisible Man. I mean, that's
great.
That's just gonna be tough to take. I'm not too ecstatic about my wide receiver group of Annie and Cindy. Annie can levitate, I guess. So
yeah,
that's okay. Sang-Hwa at tight end. I think that's
your MVP.
That's MVP right there. I think that was a great pick.
Yeah,
he's not going down without a fight. And if I need him to block, I know he'll give it his all. So I'm happy with that.
He'll do it for his daughter.
Godzilla is my defense.
Yeah.
Which I don't even need other players on defense.
No, you don't.
And then Chucky is my kicker. And my bench, Jennifer at running back. The Monsters from A Quiet Place on defense. Too bad they can't start. Leatherface at tight end. Michael Myers at wide receiver. And Barbara as my backup kicker.
Okay. I'd say, if you were to grade your team...
Honestly, I'd say, given the choices, I give my team a B+.
B plus? Okay.
I feel like defense was the easiest position for this.
Yeah.
Because we had Godzilla, we had a Xenomorph, we had really any of the killer. Like, Leatherface could have been on defense.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of options in horror.
Yeah, you have a lot of good, like, bulky
Yeah, I got big dudes.
Yeah.
Crystal Lake Bagheads. Patrick Bateman at quarterback.
Okay, I'm not changing that. He's the prodigy.
At running back, it is Grace and the get out running guy.
Okay, those are amazing picks.
Those are some good running backs.
Grace is a good runner. I feel like she runs.
She survived.
Yeah, she survives.
Candyman and Billy at wide receiver. He won't play the whole game.
Well, he'll get on his bike and,
It's really not that fast of a bike.
Yeah, but I feel like if he puts his mind to it.
But it'll be hard to keep moving while biking and catch the ball. He'll start veering off randomly.
He'll bike with one hand and hold the ball with the other. He'll be fine.
You have Gabriel controlling Madison as your tight end.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I'd say that's a good pick.
If he's blocking, he'll go wild.
Yeah.
So that's good. And catching, I really don't want to get too close to him. You have the Alien Queen on defense.
A+ pick.
And you have Georgie as a kicker.
I can't do a switch anymore, right?
No.
Gosh darn. I really want it. I regret moving Pop out for the get out running guy.
Well, on your bench, you have Pop and the Tiny Hands guy as your running back. You have Freddy Krueger as a backup wide receiver.
Yeah.
Esther as a backup kicker. And Jason as your backup quarterback.
Okay. If I were to grade my team, I think I would do a solid B.
Yeah.
B.
Well, let's go through and compare our position by position to see who did better.
Okay.
Quarterback.
As if they're like being put up against each other.
Well, just like ranking who has the better one.
Okay.
Quarterback Ben versus Patrick. I just think my pick is better.
I think my pick is better.
I just think I have the better quarterback.
I think you do, because Patrick just is like so unhinged mentally.
Yeah.
So I think you would win.
Running backs, Tree versus Grace.
Okay, I want them both to win. They're both good.
I think Grace would be a little...
Because she's got that survivalist thing.
Well,
it's like Tree knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And she knows she's never going to die.
Yeah. So I'll give... I think Grace has a slight edge there for you.
Okay.
Now, the next one, I think it's a toss-up. The Invisible Man and the get-out running guy at right end. Running back. At running back. I think the Invisible Man has his pros and cons. The get-out running guy is just full steam ahead.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with get-out running guy.
And he does avoid Daniel Kaluuya.
He does.
So he's not like he just runs straight into a defender. He'll avoid the defender.
Yeah.
So I think just given the Invisible Man, how hard it might be to get him the ball, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Annie versus Candyman.
Wait, you should be marking these so that we could figure out the number of points at the end.
Okay, yeah.
And whoever wins would win like the game.
Okay, yeah, I'll mark that.
Yeah.
All right. Candyman and Annie for the wide receivers.
Ah, damn. I'm going to give it to Annie.
I think just the levitation ability. Cindy and Billy.
Oh my god, they would be like
I think Cindy
floppy.
I think Cindy given like
her proportions of her body
being alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a puppet on your team.
Yeah. You have a doll on your team.
A living doll.
Billy's
I think Cindy somehow gets the point.
Yeah, and everyone's like, what the?
There's something going on in this house, Professor. I'm not crazy! Ah!
Gabriel and Sang-Hwa at tight end.
Ooh, I wouldn't want to see those two fight.
I think...
Or I would.
I think
you would get...
Well, I think Sang-Hwa has like not... Gabriel's chaotic.
His ability to critical think.
Yeah, well, Gabriel's chaotic.
He is chaotic.
And so that could benefit you. Like, no one's going to tackle him. But...
I would stay away from him.
But then there's also, do you trust him to follow the play? Do you trust Gabriel's mind to, do anything correct? Do you? No, you don't?
I don't.
So you think Sang-Hwa for this one?
I think so. I also am just biased because I love Sang-Hwa, but...
Defense, Godzilla or the Alien Queen?
Godzilla, just because. But... If they're at an even playing field, I think the Xenomorph's more slinky, and Godzilla is a lot slower to move.
It's the heat breath. They have power. They got the heat breath.
The Xenomorph has acid spit.
I'm sticking up for my team. I just think Godzilla.
Okay, I'll give that one to you.
I just think Godzilla is just physically.
Okay.
It's the heat breath. If we didn't have heat breath, then Godzilla would be terrible.
Okay.
Because Godzilla can't really move fast at that size.
Okay. Fine.
Kicker, Chucky and Georgie.
Dang, I think you're gonna win.
Yeah, because Georgie it's Georgie.
I think, and Chucky probably wants to kill Georgie so he can inhabit his body.
But do you trust Chucky to follow the plan either? Because he's a shit.
Yeah, Chucky's probably gonna get bored and try to kill Georgie on the
Yeah,
sidelines.
he'll probably kill someone. Like,
I think Georgie. I feel like Georgie would be good at doing what he's told.
but does Georgie have the? Georgie's what, like 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Can Georgie kick it?
I'm sure if he. Yeah, I think he could.
You really gonna take
Farther than Chucky.
I guess
farther than
I guess we
Chucky.
really don't know how far Chucky can kick.
No, we don't.
So we'd have to.
Actually, in Seed of Chucky, we should have watched Seed of Chucky, but he does this like really funny ninja scene. So he has kicked before.
How were his kicks?
They were fine. They were okay. They were good. They were okay.
Better than a 5-year-old's kicks?
But I would say better than a 5-year-old's kick, yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll have
because he's like ninja kicking in the air, and it's just I totally forgot.
That's a lot of points for me.
I'm an honest fantasy football player.
Yeah,
but
and it's really just my picks are better.
Okay, all right, subjective. So all right, so let's see who
should
won.
we compare the benches as well?
Nah, we don't need
Okay.
to because
Well,
we have different players.
Yeah. So I have 6 points to your 2
how do I just have 2?
because you have.
Okay.
I have someone
We'll
who levitates. You have a puppet.
Okay. I get it. Your team is better than mine.
Well,
all right. Who would be at our Pepsi Super Bowl halftime?
At our Super Bowl halftime show, who's a musical horror.
Foo Fighters.
I mean, Michael Jackson could perform Thriller.
Thriller, yeah, he could.
Yeah. So at our
Right.
halftime show of this game, Michael Jackson will perform Thriller.
He will become a literal zombie.
Because he is dead.
And Barbara will be afraid.
And Barbara will be scared. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, that was Super Bowl. It wasn't really a Super Bowl.
I guess, what could we call it? What would that bowl
Fantasy
be?
football.
What would the bowl be? If it's
You
the
got-
horror
you
bowl,
got
it
the-
sounds like horrible.
Yeah, it does.
So we won't do the horrible.
Yeah, we'll do... No, but that's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because they are bad. This would be a fun game
So this
to
is
watch.
this is the horror bowl.
2022.
Horror Bowl 2022.
Awesome.
The Haddonfield Hack and Slashers look like they win.
Yeah, they do.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thanks for tuning in and listening. This was fun.
Husband and Knife.
Yeah, this was Husband and Knife. This was really fun to do.
Yeah, please, like and subscribe
To our YouTube
to our YouTube channel
and follow us
on Spotify.
Yep, and we do an episode every Sunday.
Yes. When this goes up, it'll be about a week before our wedding.
6 days before our wedding.
Which is why we're called Husband and Knife.
Yeah, so
just give us some good vibes before we get married.
yeah, so right now we're fiance and
Fiance.
I was trying to think of like a weapon that sounds like fiance.
Fiance and
I couldn't think of a weapon, so I just said fiance twice.
all right. Thanks so much for listening.
Yep, have a good one.
Bye.